So just arrived this week, I have the 2020 Mazda 3. This is the sedan, obviously, versus the hatchback, all-wheel drive with premium. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I know this is kind of controversial to say. It can be a little bit misleading, but after looking at this car, just as a quick once-over, I really want to go out on a limb and say something that's shocking. I don't want to take you down a road without delivering, but I just think, after my years of experience and seeing another Mazda 3 in the driveway, and in this case, the Mazda 3 Sedan, Mazda may have, I just say may have just changed the game. Now, I know it's not very popular to say. Actually, it is very popular to say because people will watch if you say something outlandish like, oh, so-and-so has just changed the game. Well, I think maybe they did. When I looked inside this car, I go, oh my gosh, that's a little bit different. I like what they did there. They may have changed the game. And then I went to the back of it and I go, oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. Did Mazda just change the game back there? So let me show you what I'm talking about. First of all, under the hood is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, 6-speed automatic transmission. I think we have 18-inch alloy wheels on ours. Just got it, and I just looked at the spec sheet real briefly. 186 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque. That's easy to remember. And I took it on some S-curves earlier today, and it handles very nicely. It holds true to that driving matters to Mazda. It must matter to you because you're driving one of these, right? Or at least you're looking into it like while you're watching this video. What I found interesting in the back, I did a little demo earlier. I have these gates. Oh wait, let me hold off for a second because back there, I think Mazda changed the game. What a crazy thing to say. Being a sedan here, what does it look like for legroom and headroom? You know, I'm 5'11". I have been since, I don't know, sometime after high school. So here's my headroom. I can always get my hand just above my head for these, you know, these size cars. There is my legroom. Yep, never skip leg day. Why would you ever skip leg day? There's my legroom behind the driver's seat. This is my position as the driver up front, so that's what it looks like if you were to have Dave sit behind Dave. No USB ports back here, but they have some cool ones up front, which I think maybe Mazda has changed the USB port game. Probably haven't. Push button start. All the controls down here, a lot of knobs and buttons to push. We have a sport mode, which I experimented a little bit with today. There is one USB port right here. That's not crazy. Sometimes you'll find a wireless charging pad here, which it doesn't have one. But look what they have here. They've got it back here under the console. So let's say your phone is there, hidden away, charged out of view, not a distraction. That's nice. So maybe they've done something smart there. Another USB port right here. And this is where you would have, you know, an old cigarette lighter. Anyways, that's kind of cool how they have it underneath the arm pad. That's not too outlandish or super innovative, but it's nice to have it back here where it's safe and not a distraction. Although I kind of like it up here as well. So maybe I'm contradicting myself. I probably am. Steering wheel mounted controls. Easy to understand. Volume on the left-hand side. Bluetooth technology there. We got adaptive cruise control here. Check out the instrument cluster, by the way. Look what they have done here. On the left-hand side, miles per gallon on this section here, which I don't remember seeing that before. So I think this cluster is different. Digital in the center, although these arms are real on either side, but the center is digital. And then they got your gas gauge on the right-hand side just below the car logo icon. I don't remember seeing that before, so I really do think this is different. And again, I just got it, so I'm just taking this in for the first time and what stands out. Here's what I think is innovative. Anything noticeable about the digital display there in the front? The infotainment screen, kind of hard to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. Look at the angle. Let's see if I can see it over here. It is shifted toward the driver. This is how I think Mazda one of three, has changed the game inside. This is more driver-centric as opposed to being flat-facing for the passenger. So I really liked it, and it stood out to me because, you know, usually it's just me driving these cars. Like, that's nice. It's all about the driver's experience. If driving matters, I want the best experience possible. And I think Mazda is making some leaps and bounds. There's also a heads-up display. You can see the speedometer right there, and also other things pop up in the display, an HUD, heads-up display. So that's cool. Again, sport mode, this dial here turns stuff in the center. I'm getting a bad glare. There you go. That's better. Now I'll go back. So very simple, straightforward information, entertainment, and so on. Not a lot going on in terms of distractions. So pretty good. I like that. Got a Bose audio system for speakers on the side. Clean look. Not a lot of wavy contours in the dash. Straightforward, simple. I'm liking this car. Dual exhaust just below, Mazda 3 all-wheel drive. Those tail lights look a little different, don't they? 4 little spots in the center. Those kind of almost like a hawk eye. I like it. Now I mentioned the display in the center. I feel like that is a big game changer. I don't know if it's a game changer in terms of the wireless charging pad, but I'm gonna call that number 2. Number 3, I'm looking back here. It's like a nice little simple design, except the cooler tail lights. Where is the trunk release? There's one to the left of the steering wheel. There's one on the key fob. Nice little key fob square here. It is on the side. So lock, unlock. There's also a panic button and also the trunk release. But usually you can like put your hand down below here, or there might be a button hidden maybe in the lights, depends on which car it is. Going, what this? It has to be part of the logo. Check this out. Just below the logo, it's a soft pad integrated seamlessly into the logo. How about that? That is cool. I haven't seen that before. Not recently. So to me, it's a game changer. Instead of having something clunky underneath, this is like a smart play to me. Don't you think so? This is really a good way to make this practical without getting in the way. In here, 13.2 cubic feet of volume. Only 13.2 in terms of number, but check out this demo. I have these big gates that we bought to corral in the dogs years ago, and now we're gonna use them to block off the stairs so the baby doesn't crawl up the stairs when we're not looking, you know, every couple seconds. So I can put those in the entire back of the sedan and close the lid. And this is 13.2 cubic feet of volume. Isn't that amazing? You can also pull these tabs here to fold down the back seat, which is a 60-40 split, to make even more room. I actually put a weed whacker grass clipper thing back there too, so you have some space. Oh, speaking of space, I got 2 kids. Here are some shots of both my kids in the back seat. So you got a rear-facing car seat and a front-facing car seat, infant and also toddler. Look at the room there. Just enough room in the center for the diaper clothing bag, and that's it. I think you'd be hard-pressed to get a full-size adult in the back with 2 car seats, but you can see how practical this still can be for a family of 4. Mom and dad up front, and then you have your 2 kids in the back, and also a little bit of room for their supplies, and then use the trunk for your extra supplies to say you want to go on a road trip. Oh, one more stat for you. Fuel economy, 25 city, 33 highway for a mixed driving number of 28. The price point, this one being the top trim level with premium, it's 30 grand. That's for a brand new 2020 Mazda 3. Seems like a smart play, don't you think? With the innovations they're doing, little adjustments here, you've got all the technology you want, safety-wise, cargo-wise, deceptively big cargo. I think it's pretty cool. Hey, I'm gonna do a video later in the week, at the end of my week, some of the pros and cons, some of my recaps and experiences driving it. But again, this is just a first look, just arrived video, and some of my thoughts. Oh, and one more thing, I've got a link below to all of my Mazda videos and reviews from all the years past. You can find those below this video. Now, adios. Yeah. One more thing before you go, I've added links in the description below to some of the best-selling automotive accessories and products on Amazon right now, plus links to some of the product reviews I've done. You can find it in the description below this video. And if you don't mind, take a couple of seconds and click that subscribe button. I'm uploading 2, 3, sometimes 4 new videos every week, and I don't want you to miss anything, plus it helps support my channel. As always, if you have any constructive criticism, thoughts, or suggestions about my video, please leave it in the comment section below.